Welcome back. A couple guests on today with the Saddleback College Foundation, and we have had them on before. We have Bob Bearby, nice to see you today, and we also have Donald Rickner, and nice to have you here today. Let's start with you, Bob, and people might be asking, it's a community college, they get funding from the state in all kinds of different ways, and I think probably a lot of people have never heard of a foundation for a community college, right?
Well, probably not. As far as Saddleback is concerned, community colleges, most people think of their university like a Notre Dame or a Yale or something like that, but Saddleback falls in the same category as a 501c3 organization, can accept gifts, and depends on gifts to make a difference in the life of the students. And without that support, it would be a lot different environment for students.
Okay, and Don, why is it needed? Is it there's lack of funding overall over the last several years?
Well, it's interesting. You know, we think of the CSUs or the UCs, and we don't question that students need scholarships to help them get through that. There was just a publication this last week put out in Sacramento that showed that the cost to the student net of the scholarships they get and the states and federal support that they get, it ends up that it costs the student more to attend a community college out of their own pocket than it does for them to go to a CSU or a UC.
Wow.
It's because of that attitude that you were just asking Bob about, that we assume that because the community college is inexpensive and supported by the state, that there isn't a need, but there actually is a need, and it's slightly larger actually than the need for the students at CSUs and UCs.
And Bob, this is where the students benefit from, and as far as these gifts, can you give us a couple examples of maybe direct correlation to how this has helped out?
Sure. Well, first of all, a lot of the support we get at Saddleback is for scholarships. That's the most pressing need right now.
Right.
And for instance, if in addition, people can benefit because they get a tax deduction from it, but it's also very simple to make gifts, and people feel really good about it once they do that. I know both Don and I came from very modest means, and we wouldn't have been able to go to college without scholarship support, and I think that's why we're so passionate about it. It really made the difference in our lives, and that's what we're trying to do to encourage it. A lot of our donors were in the same situation. They want to help people. They want to provide a leg up so people can get off to a good start.
One of the questions I have about the scholarships here, or about the donations, this is Saddleback College Foundation. Does this also come into play with all the two other places, Irvine and your tech college as well? Is it all?
There are three different entities.
Oh, they are.
Irvine Valley College, the ATEP, Advanced Technology Center in Tustin.
Okay.
And there are really two foundations, one at Irvine and one at Saddleback, because the programs at ATEP have to be founded either at one of the colleges or the other. So
right, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. So they have to, is it for legal reasons they are kept separate? There's not one foundation for the South Orange County Community College District.
Right.
Is that okay?
It's our choice. We could have formed one foundation, and some districts do that. They'll have in the Central Valley, there's one foundation for 3 different colleges.
Okay.
It's just a matter of choice. And we think people care more about a particular college and their experience, and so.
Right. Yeah, I understand that. Bob, I understand there's, talking about students that may have benefited, that you've had students in the past that have now gone on to do some really great things, right?
That's right. In fact, I'll put that off on Don.
Well, we have an event coming up March the 12th, our annual gala. This is the 16th annual gala. And at that, we will be honoring one of our alums, as we do each year. And this year, it's Michelle Desailles. And Michelle was an alum of 1985 from Saddleback. She taught English for a number of years, and then visited Indonesia and saw the problem there with the orangutan.
Okay.
And so over time, beginning in about 1995, she founded a foundation to save the orangutans in especially Borneo and the whole Indonesian area. So they are giving money, they solicit money to provide protection for them, for repatriation of orangutans that have been illegally traded, and also to find a sustainable solution to the palm oil. What's happening is that thousands and thousands of acres of land, forests where the orangutans live, are being cut down so that they can come in and farm with palm trees and make palm oil. So she's she's the executive director for this charity and has just done remarkable work, and so we're going to honor her at the dinner.
And when would that be again?
That's Saturday night, March the 12th, at the Laguna Cliffs Marriott Resort and Spa. And they can get tickets by just Googling Saddleback Foundation, because the front page of our foundation homepage is now devoted to the gala. We'll have about 500 people there that night.
All right, very good. And again, you can just go to, I think I have the website here, saddleback.edu/foundation, right? /foundation. Or if you just want to, like you said, even easier, just Google it. And then
everybody knows how to do that.
Yeah, that's the easiest way. Definitely do this. As far as the support, you mentioned there's a benefit for the donor. There's some income involved. It's an annuity, basically. That's one form?
We talked about last time a charitable gift annuity, where one makes a gift and it's irrevocable. They don't get it back. But they get income for life, and usually it's a pretty high rate. An 80-year-old can get 6.8%. And over 50% of that annuity payment is tax-free. So it's equivalent to like a 10%. And we don't call it an investment; it's a gift.
Right.
You have to be careful about that.
Sure.
But there are lots of other ways to make gifts too. Very simple ways through your estate. If you have, for instance, you have an IRA. You haven't paid taxes on it yet. And if you leave it to your family, the family has to pay the taxes. If you leave it to charity, charity doesn't have to pay taxes. So I've worked with people who have, say, given 10% of their IRA, left it to like Saddleback or other organizations. And it's a very nice way to make a gift, very painless. And there's a lot of types of gifts you can make through your estate simply by naming as a beneficiary on the beneficiary designation form, or just doing a codicil to your will or a amendment to your trust. Very easy to do.
Very good. So again, you can find out more information at saddleback.edu/foundation. And again, if you want to go to the gala that they're having, that will be March 12th at Laguna Cliffs. Very nice location. I've been there before for other things as well. Gentlemen, good to see you again.
Good to see you, Ken.
Thank you.
Always a pleasure. We'll be right back.